Good morning. You guys like the new look I got going? I've been mowing, so I had to get out here and get this thing on because my bald head is not doing so much well. What do we got going on today? Weed eating, mowing, show you the birdhouse a little bit later. That's completed. Just cleaning up the property, we're getting all the grass under control, these bushes. If you can see way down there, I got that field already mowed out. But as I was mowing, right here, right where I'm sitting, right behind me, if you can see those bushes right here, there was a deer there. And it jumped up and ran away. And I was like, oh, it's just a deer, it was bedding. And I'm mowing, and I got probably 1, 2, 3, 4 rows in. And here in the grass, it's a baby deer, just born. So I think I'm gonna call it quits here. I'm not gonna touch it. I'll turn the camera around here in a minute to show you. And I'm just gonna let its mama come back to it because it's so cute. It's a little baby deer was born. Let me show you. This is pretty exciting. I'm thrilled. Here. Okay guys, I don't want to disturb it, but the mama was right over here in these bushes, and I'm mowing. You see, I just got a few rows in. I thought it just ran away. And look at this right here. It's a baby fawn. Fawn, I think that's what they're called. It's just one. There's not two of them, just one. See? She's hiding in there. She misses her mama. So precious. And I bet you her mama's watching from the woods. But look at this beautiful. Look at this beautiful little deer. It looks like it was just born. She's sleeping. It's sleeping. Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. It's so precious. Look at this beautiful deer. Oh, I love it. I'm not going to disturb it, let it sleep. Oh, and you can see where I am. I'm up on the field, so I mowed that field down there. Yesterday I mowed that way bottom field way down there. And I wanted to work on this section here today. And the mama, she ran off over there somewhere. She was laying right in these bushes. So I'm wondering, that's one deer. I read about this, that they drop them like a little bit away from where they're at. So I'm wondering if there may be another one somewhere in these bushes, because they usually have two. It is just, look where it is. You can't even see it. One more pass, I would have hit it. But I noticed as I was going on this road. Such a beautiful little animal. Baby deer. Just look at this little baby deer, it's so cute. Okay. Oh. Amazing. Alright guys, so I left the deer alone. I hope the mother comes back. She ran over there into the woods. She's probably watching from afar, so the baby's over there up on the hill. Also, check this out. Look how the birdhouse turned out. Painted the pole black. Looks really good with the black accents and the red roof. I'll back up so you can see the red roof. Pretty cool. Matches all the other stuff. Got Daniel weed eating over there. I'm gonna work on a few other things just so, other than mowing, so that mama can get back to her baby deer over there. So I'm actually got on the tractor. I have the scraper on here in the back, and I'm going through and see this brown spot here. I have these humps in the field from groundhogs and foxholes and everything. They just made these piles, so when you mow, the mower is jumping all over them. So I'm just going through and scraping it down. I did about 5 already. Leveled out. I'll show you one up here what they look like before I level them out. So this is what they look like. See these humps? And you can see that one right there too. Even closer, right there. just big like piles of stuff. And right here, I'm gonna get off here and I'll show you, just so we can get a closer look of it. But this is what it's looking like. See, there's just a bunch of holes, and I can't mow these sections. And in plane to the ground, see, just lots of humps, and there's one over there. So I'm going through and just leveling them off so I can mow. And I think I gotta solve this groundhog issue. So if anybody wants to go groundhog hunting, I got probably about 150 holes in this field, groundhog holes all throughout, up there, everywhere. So I could probably just sit and shoot them, pick them off the deck. But they're giving me trouble, these groundhogs. I don't like it. I don't like all these holes. So here we are, back in this little watershed. The idea here, today is all over the place. Ran into a deer, can't mow anymore, I don't want to scare them. Then I was doing like scraping the groundhog holes. Stopped doing that because I got a surprise. I got some parts that came in FedEx right here. The well parts I've been waiting for. So I'm eager to get the well going. So let's give it a shot. So here's the pump. I think what we got to do here, let me see. We're going to take this whole thing apart, replace this. Probably take this off, put the flap valve in there. And then inside, I'm thinking this, well, it's not too bad. It's kind of smooth. But I'm going to polish it up. I have some brushes. We'll clean it up so it's not as rusty, so it doesn't tear up the leather, and we'll fill it up and see if we can get this well going and hopefully have water here. Let's give it a go. Okay, so we got the pump apart. The concept here is pretty simple. I did some research on it. So this is the flap. You could see the leather flap here. It's just gone, and with the weight, the counterweight. So we'll be replacing this. And pretty much what that does, when you pump, it opens up to let the water come in like this. Opens up and closes, so holds the water, so the pipe is always full of water. And what I'm doing here, it's recommended that you soak it. You don't want to have dry leather, so I already threw that into soak while I'm taking it apart. So we got it apart. I want to, inside here, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit because it's just rusty, nasty. And then what we'll do, I have this parachute string from my old paraglider. We're gonna throw it down there, and I want to see how deep the well is. So that's something I'm gonna try right now. I'm just gonna throw it down there, see if there's water down there, and see how deep the water table is. Okay, my friends. So this is what we're gonna do. I got this paracord, and I've tied a, whatever you call one of these, mechanical key. I'm guessing this well to the bottom probably 20 feet, no more, just because the water, the river is right here. So we're gonna go down and see when it hits bottom, and then once it hits bottom, we'll pull back up and see if it's wet. If it's wet, that means there's water in that well. Let's see what happens here. Right there, look, that was like 10 feet. That's it, it's hitting bottom. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no more, look. Let's pull it up. I'm gonna tie a knot right here. Okay, that's good. Let's see what happens. I hope it's wet. If it's wet, it means this well has water. Look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. About 3 feet. Look. Wet. Water. We have water! And look how deep this well is. Look. This is, I would say, I'm 6 feet. 6 feet tall, and then another 12 feet. No more than 12 feet. This is a 6 plus 5. 10, 11 feet deep, this well. So we're gonna start getting it going. All right, let's see if we can do this. So there's a few things happening here. We just took a wire brush and we polished the inside of that pipe right there. You can see when the light hits it. There's a little corrosion, but I think we buffed it out pretty good to where we could use it, where the leather will slide smoothly. So the plan right now is we're gonna polish this up on top and start assembling it. See if we can get this thing put together and going. Here it is. This is how it's gonna work. We polished this up to where the flap works nice. This is the new seal. So when you pump, this opens up, lets the water in, closes. Just like that. So what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna throw this back in the water, let it soak a little. But we're gonna fill this up. We got water. We're gonna fill it up with water, so once we start pumping and assemble everything, it's very easy to, it'll just start sucking right away instead of us trying to pump up the water 12 feet up to this point. Guys, here we are, the moment of truth. We got it all assembled. Let's see if we have water coming. And it looks like we do. Look at this. It might start coming out muddy here in a little bit, but it's pumping. There's the mud. That means we hit the bottom, we pumped everything up. It's gonna be a little muddy here for a little bit here until it clears up after we pump it so a little bit. But yeah, we have water. So we'll have to keep using this well and until the water clears up, but we got the well going. Yes, exciting. So Daniel's pumping it, but you can see one bucket was super muddy and the water is already starting to clear up. It's an old pump, it's an old like hand pump, but hey, this is about I would say it's not even 12 feet deep, 10-foot well. And look at the water we have. It's good water for whatever you want to do. Watering, if you need to mix something. It's pretty neat. Look, the water is clearing up. So the more we use this well, the better the water will be. But it's there. We're gonna pump another bucket here, and then yeah, call it. But it's simple parts. Leather, just a leather piece here, and this has the leather piece, and that's it. That's all it takes. Just a little bit here and there, and it's done, and it's cool, and it's just a neat. So we actually have a well house. So this will be in the well house. Well, we got the water going. Next on the agenda, I'm here on the back. I'm gonna go and just try to set that piece of that old mower, the metal one I showed you in the previous video. Is gonna set it in the middle of the, what's it called, the roundabout, like a decorative piece. And the reason for, I want to do it right now before the grass really comes up, so after I'm not tearing up the grass, I just want to get it over there. And maybe right away I'm going to level a little area for the fire pit and get that, maybe even start. Today's just all over the place. They're doing things everywhere, here and there. So just trying to get done whatever we can done. But it's hot. It's hot and it's burning. All the grass is dry. It's dry as can be out here right now. So today is a day of surprises. I moved this thing over here, and then when I went to unhook it, this little cap, it was like, I was like, that looks like an old toolbox. And sure enough, and look, it has the company name, Mick. I don't want to take the moss off. I like how it looks, but look, I just found a bunch of bolts like this, stuff in here. It's old toolbox. Just look, nails. This other stuff here, look, just a bunch of metal parts, washers. That's neat. Be cool to find a, oh look, this is a copper one. It's a copper one. You know how I can tell? It's not rusty, it's oxidized. That, I thought it was a shotgun shell for a minute there. Look. I'm gonna clean it out. Oh, maybe we'll find something interesting in here. Look, another piece. Pretty neat. Where's the other stuff we found? Look, all this other stuff was in there too. Huh. Now I just gotta figure out. I wonder what to do with this big handle thing. I want to set it up, and I got the seat from it, so I think I'm just gonna leave it here somewhere. Just like this is where it's gonna be, somewhere in this vicinity, and I think it'll look cool. So we're gonna get back at it. So this is what this thing looks like. I don't know. I set it right there, but because I want to, when you drive in, I want to, so people can get a good view of it. But I don't know. So that's what it looks like set up. Looks pretty cool. I put the seat on it. Looks nifty. So we'll see. Let me back up here. So everybody's driving in right here. So this is what you, right away as you drive in, that's what you see. Right here. I think it looks cool. I might have to switch it around, move it around a little bit, find the right placement for it, but that's where it's gonna be, somewhere in here. Just a little piece of art. All right, so I'm starting to get a little concerned because it looks like that mama didn't come back yet for the deer, and these turkey vultures they're coming in for her. Let me turn around. So I don't know if I should go save this little guy or just let nature take its course. Those turkey vultures, they're right above there. They're getting really low. They spotted right there. See them in the field right up there, flying around, and they're coming in. They want that baby. They spotted it. Look, they're getting lower and lower. I'm wondering if the baby is walking around here. That's why. Maybe it got up and is trying to make its way through the field. I don't like how this looks. I don't like how this looks or feels with these guys. See them? And I think they spotted it because I seen them fly around that one spot where they saw the deer. And they're trying to come down on the baby. What to do. Well guys, it's a wrap for the day. I'm actually already back home. Anyway, just an update on the baby deer. I walked up there, it got up, it was making its way. Its mama called it to the woods, and it's all safe, gone. Those turkey vultures were trying to get it though, that thing, the little baby, but it got away. So whew, I'm happy that's all good. What else? Today, awesome day. Got the water started with the old school hand pump. That's just amazing. 12 foot, well, less. It's probably like a 10 foot. The string was, I would say, 10 feet. 6 plus 4, yeah, like 10 feet. And 3 feet of water right away. So the water is right underground here. And that's not surprising just because the creek is right there. So tomorrow I want to try to hook up from the cottage, hook up an electric pump to the well that's in the cottage and see if I can get that. Oh, pardon. I got phone calls coming in here, but yeah, so pretty cool. What else? We got some trimming done. I got that little piece of art set in the middle. I don't know, I might have to move it to see what looks better where. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff. What I want to say though, today, yesterday, and Monday, you know, this week I had a few like things happen where I was just like, what's next, what's gonna happen? And you know, it's funny how one door closes, another one opens. And like today, just things, they developed and they came like I know I may be speaking in code right now, but things that I thought, like, I was worried, and it took me a lot of strength inside to be like, just let it go. What will happen will happen. And you know what? The moment I let go and I was just like, things will be okay, everything, like one problem got solved, another problem got solved, third problem, just, it's weird how things work out. And it makes me happy when I see it. So I'm a man of faith. And I'll tell you, you know, it's it's amazing. I don't know, maybe somebody doesn't like hearing this, but I don't care. It's my right. I talk about it. So when I trust in God, things amazingly work out for the better. And when I don't, when I try to handle things on my own, it seems like things start suffering. So, that whole subject, trust in God, for some people it may be like this wild thing, but if you want me to tell you more about it, write me a message. And I will tell you practically how you can trust in God. So anyway, that's the thought of the day. It's an awesome day. The weather is hot. You can see, look at my bald head. It's red. I'm red. I'm sporting this hat. I just picked up like a $12 hat just because I needed to get something on my head. But yeah. So adios. God bless, and see you tomorrow.